A warm air furnace normally installed in an air distribution duct, to supply warm air for heating. This definition shall apply only to a warm air heating appliance that, for air circulation, depends on a blower not furnished as part of the furnace. Duct system. A continuous passageway for the transmission of air that, in addition to ducts, includes duct fittings, dampers, plenums, fans and accessory air handling equipment and appliances. Low-pressure hot water heating boiler. A boiler furnishing hot water at pressures not exceeding 160 psi and at temperatures not exceeding 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Plenum. An enclosed portion of the building structure, other than an occupiable space being conditioned, that is designed to allow air movement, and thereby serve as part of an air distribution system. Joist notching. Holes bored in joists shall not be within 2 inches of the top or bottom of the joist, and the diameter of any such hole shall not exceed 1/3 the depth of the joist. Notches in the top or bottom of joists shall not exceed 1/6 the depth, and shall not be located in the middle third of the span. Stud cutting and notching. In exterior walls and bearing partitions, any wood stud shall not be cut or notched in excess of 25% of its depth. In non-bearing partitions, that do not support loads other than the weight of the partition, a stud shall not be cut or notched in excess of 40% of its depth. Bored holes. The diameter of bored holes in wood stud shall not exceed 40% of the stud's depth. The diameter of bored holes in wood stud shall not exceed 60% of the stud depth in non-bearing partitions. The edge of the bored hole shall be not closer than 5/8 inch to the edge of the stud. Elevation of the ignition source. Equipment and appliances having an ignition source and located in hazardous locations and public garages, private garages, repair garages, automotive motor fuel dispensing facilities and parking garages shall be elevated such that the source of ignition is not less than 18 inches above the floor. Louvers and grills. In calculating free area required by Section 304.5.1, the required size of openings shall be based on the net free area of each opening. It shall be assumed that wood louvers will have 25% free area and metal louvers and grills will have 75% free area. Louvers and grills shall be fixed in the open position. Public garages. Appliances located in public garages, motor fueling dispensing facilities, repair garages or other areas frequented by motor vehicles, shall be installed not less than 8 feet above the floor. Where motor vehicles are capable of passing under an appliance, the appliance shall be installed at the clearances required by the appliance manufacturer and not less than 1 foot higher than the tallest vehicle garage door opening. Clearances from grade. Equipment and appliances installed at grade level shall be supported on a level concrete slab or other approved material extending not less than 3 inches above adjoining grade, or shall be suspended not less than 6 inches above adjoining grade. Guards. Guards shall be provided where various components that require service and roof hatch openings are located within 10 feet of a roof edge. Area served. Appliances serving different areas of a building other than where they are installed shall be permanently marked in an approved manner that uniquely identifies the appliance and the area it serves. Materials. Pipe hangers and supports that are in direct contact with piping shall be of approved materials that are compatible with the piping and that will not promote galvanic action. Protection against physical damage. In concealed locations where piping, other than cast iron or steel, is installed through holes or notches in studs, joists, rafters or similar members less than 1/2 inches from the nearest edge of the member, the pipe shall be protected by shield plates. Protective steel shield plates having a minimum thickness of 0.0575 inch number 16 gauge shall cover the area of the pipe where the member is notched or bored, and shall extend not less than 2 inches above sole plates and below top plates. Table 305.4, Piping support spacing. For this table, piping material is listed on the left, while the maximum horizontal spacing is in the middle column and the maximum vertical spacing is on the right. Pay close attention to Note B. Note B indicates that if cast iron pipe hangers are installed in 10-foot lengths, the maximum horizontal spacing between hangers can be increased to 10 feet. Appliances in attics. Attics containing appliances shall be provided with an opening in an obstructed passageway large enough to allow removal of the largest appliance. The passageway shall not be less than 30 inches high and 22 inches wide and not more than 20 feet in length measured along the center line of the passageway from the opening to the appliance. The passageway shall have continuous solid flooring not less than 24 inches wide. A level service space not less than 30 inches deep and 30 inches wide shall be present at the front or service side of the appliance. The clear access opening dimensions shall be not less than 20 inches by 30 inches, and large enough to allow removal of the largest appliance. Appliances under floors. Underfloor spaces containing appliances shall be provided with an access opening in an obstructed passageway large enough to remove the largest appliance. The passageway shall not be less than 30 inches high and 22 inches wide, nor more than 20 feet in length measured along the center line of the passageway from the opening to the appliance. A level service space not less than 30 inches deep and 30 inches wide shall be present at the front or service side of the appliance. If the depth of the passageway or the service space exceeds 12 inches below the adjoining grade, the walls of the passageway shall be lined with concrete or masonry. Such concrete or masonry shall extend not less than 4 inches above the adjoining grade, and shall have sufficient lateral bearing capacity to resist collapse. The clear access opening dimensions shall be not less than 22 inches by 30 inches, and large enough to allow removal of the largest appliance. Equipment and appliances on roofs or elevated structures. Where equipment requiring access or appliances are located on an elevated structures or the roof of a building such that personnel will have to climb higher than 16 feet above grade to access such equipment or appliances, an interior or exterior means of access shall be provided. Condensate disposal. Condensate shall not discharge into a street, alley or other areas so as to cause a nuisance. Drain pipe materials and sizes. Condensate waste and drain line size shall be not less than 3/4 inch. Auxiliary and secondary drain systems. 1. The pan shall have a minimum depth of 1½ inches. Table 308.4.2. Clearance reduction methods. The type of the protective assembly is listed on the left. The clearance reduction is divided into 2 sub-columns. The first sub-column is for horizontal combustible assemblies located above the heat source, whereas the second sub-column is for horizontal combustible assemblies located beneath the heat source and all vertical combustible assemblies. Further down, you will Table 401.5, opening sizes in louvers, grills and screens protecting air intake openings. The outdoor opening type is listed on the left, while minimum and maximum opening sizes are listed on the right. Exhaust openings, whether for residential or commercial, are indicated on the same row, whereas the codebook breaks up intake openings into separate rows for residential or non-residential capacities. Recirculation of air. 1. Ventilation air shall not be recirculated from one dwelling to another or to dissimilar occupancies. General. Uninhabited spaces, such as crawl spaces and attics, shall be provided with natural ventilation openings, as required by the International Building Code, or shall be provided with a mechanical exhaust and supply air system. The mechanical exhaust and supply air system. The mechanical exhaust rate shall be not less than 0.02 CFM per square foot. Table 403.3.1.1 Minimum ventilation rates. This table has been completely rewritten for the 2018 Code. Please note that this is a large table that spans several pages. The first column indicates the occupancy classification. The second column indicates the number of people that you will have, or default occupancy density. Please note that the table is based on 1,000 square feet. You can find the people outdoor airflow rate in the breath zone, which is based on the CFM per person, by referencing the third column. The fourth column indicates the area outdoor airflow rate in the breathing zone, which is based on the CFM per square foot. If you need to find the total ventilation, you will first calculate your people outdoor airflow, and add it to your area outdoor airflow. Finally, the exhaust airflow rate is indicated on the fifth column. Exhaust installation. Closed dryer exhaust ducts shall not be connected to a vent connector, vent or chimney. Makeup air. Installations exhausting more than 200 CFM shall be provided with makeup air. Where a closet is designed for the installation of a closed dryer, an opening having an area of not less than 100 square inches shall be provided in the closet enclosure, or makeup air shall be provided by other approved means. Domestic closed dryer ducts. Highlight the heading. Material and size. The exhaust duct size shall be 4 inches nominal in diameter. Domestic systems. Such ducts shall have smooth inner walls, shall be airtight, shall be equipped with a backdraft. Material and size.